Right, welcome to Mafia Mentality. We have got Jack the Hammer Hyde on.
Yes,
He's a
sir.
bare knuckle fighter from York. Show him the t-shirt, show him the merch. Beautiful. That's it, yes! Let's go. Beautiful. You take a seat, mate. So, Jack, York born and bred.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And what got you into fighting?
What got me into fighting? My mate Muhammad Ali, about 12, 13 years ago, bored in my bedroom, nothing to do. Just started watching a few documentaries and whatnot, went from there really.
And so, is it fair to say that you didn't get into bare knuckle fighting straight away then?
Absolutely not, never wanted to do it. Thought it was fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Thought it'd be absolutely mental.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it, yeah. It's just...
So you got into boxing first?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, beautiful. So how long have you say you've been in like the fighting industry for?
Since 2014.
Yeah.
That's when I had my first fight. I was training from about 2012.
Yeah.
Literally, I was homeless, and someone suggested this session on a morning with a fella called Charlie Malarkey who works for Salvation Army. And I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go see him, and that's where it all started, really. And then from there, just very slowly, I was training for about 2 years before I fought, like I say. But that's where it started.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
So you saying you were homeless?
Well, yeah.
You had a bit of some like background.
Yeah,
stuff
obviously.
there,
I didn't want to go down this route too fast.
No, just
so basically, I was.
What it does is it gives.
I was in foster care.
Yeah.
Didn't have much direction. Didn't really know what I was going to be doing or anything like that. And then, life just happens. If you don't do anything, it'll just happen for you, and you'll end up in some situation. And that's how it came about, really. So I didn't really start working until I was 18 because I just didn't have no confidence to do anything. I didn't know what I wanted to do or anything. So I just ended up, without a lot of things at that age.
No, that's.
And
It's, because it's an interesting topic, especially when you speak to a lot of people that fight. It's sort of their background of how they got into it, and it's very mixed. You got a lot of people that just they were sort of pushed into it from a young age. The dads wanted them to do it or whatever, and they sort of took like the athletic route to it. And then you have some people that have maybe
I wish I'd have had that. I wish I'd have had someone literally, like 15, 14, whatever, taking me to the gym and saying do that. But yeah, I just.
Well, I
was a late starter, really.
My opinion on it, and sorry, John, I thought you just sat in the corner.
No, I'm observing. Your interview skills are just
they're brilliant, to be fair.
No, so what I've always noticed, I'm a council estate kid, and I'm quite proud of that. My mum and dad didn't have a lot of money when I was growing up. They went on and become successful later on in their life, but we never saw that until I was into like my later teen years. However, I think by watching their grit, I realised that they had the best way of doing it, because if you're giving everything, if you were pushed in from a young age, you're taking that for granted.
Yeah, 100%.
But when you're stepping into a ring when you're 18, 19, 20 or whenever it was you got into
you're doing it because you're on personal choice and your own drive, aren't you?
Yeah, something else is driving you there. That fucking fire in your belly is driving you there. Where I think as a kid, you don't have that, because you don't... If you... not going at anyone who's privileged or anything like that, but if you have a privileged background, you don't have that hatred inside you where you want
it's
to...
It's a special thing, that.
Exactly.
They call it the fire, don't they? But, it's such a powerful thing, and I lost that for... Well, we'll go on to talk about that, but I lost that for about 4 years. Fat, depressed, didn't care about fighting, didn't want to do anything. And you think, oh my God, will I ever get that feeling back? Will I ever get that feeling back? And now this year we're back. Good. And we're back with force.
Johnny, you've got a lot of questions about bare knuckle boxing, so I want you to...
Do I?
Yeah.
No, I don't know if I've got a lot of questions. Let me try and structure this a bit better.
Questions about it. I don't know what it's like to be punched yet.
In totally honest, Jack, what is... I know it may seem a bit of a standard question. What are the main differences between boxing and bare knuckle boxing, without stating the obvious?
You know what? Someone tried telling me that there is no difference, it's just boxing, but actually, in that first fight that I had, where you'd be on the inside and you'd be working on the inside, you'd have gloves, and when you've got gloves on, you're very reserved. You can't grab, like I can grab the back of your elbow with my hand, and I've only got a hand wrap on. I was able to do that with my opponent, and just as we went to release, right up, left up, right hand, bang, bang, and I landed him perfect. But I restricted his movement completely, and I held onto the back of his elbows, and I used this new rule very smartly to restrict his movement. So I'd say that's a big major difference. There's other differences which I'll come to find out as well, because like I say, I've not really been punched. I've been punched one decent punch in these last 2 fights, but it's quite clear to see that when you land the shot in bare knuckle, you usually don't need many after it, and that's just the end of it. You don't need to worry about point scoring as such, because as soon as that first punch lands, it's usually game over. And if that isn't, then the cut is going to end the fight anyway.
Is the fear of...
Oh yeah, it's definitely a lot more.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, not to cut you short with it. I just feel like a lot of people out there, obviously, this is why I think a lot of people go to boxing or other mixed martial art sports. The thought of an actual fucking bare fist, obviously on fucking skin, splitting fucking eyebrows, breaking noses. I can see with your eyes there is a fucking passion there, and that's fucking incredible, mate. I love that.
What it is? It's because it's everything I'd have been terrified to do all of my life. The only reason I started fighting is because I was fucking scared of everything. I was a little bitch, and I was sick of it. And even then, even after the years of boxing, I still hadn't ticked off all these boxes in my head, which let me know that I'm all right. And this bare knuckle thing, it's like I'm pretty sure since the first day I put a glove on, I've never laid a hand on anyone. And people think that's fucking mental, but it's not just out of fear of myself, but the fear of hurting someone, and that is a genuine truth behind it. And so there came a point where it's like, this is a bare knuckle, it's growing, it's the fastest growing sport, and I can now see what the fuck I can do while also staying legal. And it's just fascinating.
Definitely the fastest growing sport.
Oh,
100% definitely the fastest growing sport. You got people like Mike Perry, fucking Conor McGregor getting behind massive fucking companies now in bare knuckle to promote it. I suppose a really good factor maybe to bring in. So obviously I've never competed in combat sports.
You haven't?
I haven't competed. I've done some interclubs and little bits.
Oh right, I thought okay.
No. Hoping to compete this year. Actually.
Yeah, I'll be there, 100%.
Hopefully back end of November.
Yeah.
We'll see. It depends if obviously Chris can find someone, but that wasn't the point I'm trying to make. What I was more trying to make was when I found out I was having a child, I realised that I needed to become something. When I found out I was having a daughter, I was like, holy shit, because in my head I was going to have a boy, and I was like, well, my boy's going to do boxing, he's going to do Thai boxing, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. And I had a little girl, I found out I was having a little girl, and I was like, holy shit, it's me who's going to be doing fucking Thai boxing, it's me who's going to be going to boxing, because I need to make sure I can pull any fucker
Having
off.
the chat with every lad. The chat.
Exactly, yeah, but is it fair to say that does that give you a bit of a hunt, because you've got a little girl yourself? Or is it just something way more?
Do you know what it is? It's a lot to do with it, with her. Just because she's 5 years old now. I should not think she gives two shits if her dad fights or not at the minute. But there'll come a point in her life where she'll be like, "Wow, that's my dad," and that means the world to me. Absolutely means the world to me. When the day when she actually looks and recognises what it is I'm doing now, and she's like, "That's my dad," and there's not many other dads doing this. It'll be special. So yeah, I want her to be proud of me. 100% want her to be proud of me.
Mate. Amazing.
Yeah. So you're 2-0 in the bare knuckle, in bare knuckle, aren't you?
First round stoppages.
Thank you.
Add that in there.
Yeah. So you were southpaw or orthodox?
No, I'm orthodox. I'm never going to pretend I can do southpaw. Right. I can stand there for a moment, but as soon as you got to move them all over the place, like a fucking newborn giraffe.
Yeah.
When it comes to footwork like that, but yeah. And
are you hoping for what? How's the way to word it? Because I don't want to put insult on anybody who steps in a ring. But I'm fair. The first round stoppage is very quick. You haven't been touched yet.
No, but if this first and second fight had been swapped around the other way around, then I'd have been a bit more happier about it, because the first show was in York, on what day was it? I can't remember the date. It was in June, 29th of June this year. And this fella became game and ready, but he was actually a stepping opponent. And I don't want to mention the lad's name because he's not worth mentioning, because I think we've all gathered that the fella's an absolute sausage and his name's been tarnished online. So there's some Roy dead anyway from near Scarborough or something like that, and I was lined up to fight him on the first fight. He then pulled out 2 weeks out because injuries happen. Fair enough, it's the first time he's done that. It's no big deal. And then some other fella stepped in, and apparently he's got some boxing experience in the army, bit of a no, quite respected in his area, and he came to win. He were throwing for the full first 2 minutes, and I believe even if he'd have had it his way, he'd have got up and continued, because I put him down 2 times, and on the third time I snapped his nose. It was literally like It was quite bad actually because it was disgusting. I went to go shake his hand after the fight. And went, whoa, fucking hell, what's happened there?
Look at your face.
Shit. So so he was game and ready, and he would have kept coming. And then obviously, so it was how many days ago now since Saturday? What is it? 4 days ago?
Yeah, 4.
Yeah. So this fella that I was meant to fight on the first show lined up to fight him again, and the day before the fight, considering I've just got out the sauna and I've just lost 2.5 kilograms, got down to 13 stone 10. He pulled out because he broke his wrist. He had no evidence for it whatsoever. He said that he left the hospital in outrage. So yeah, that's.
I mean, so are you very convinced that that was just gaslighting?
His ass fell out.
Yeah, his ass fell out.
Yeah. You know, you could tell by the pictures of the bloody poster and stuff. He looked like he was going to be trying out for Baywatch or something. Never mind fighting.
Oh, one of them.
Yeah, he wanted to look the part. He wanted to look the part for as long as he could, and then when he gets to the point of reality where you have to fight now, because it is a daunting thing. You know, it's not easy mentally to put yourself through that.
So what goes through your head when you are bare knuckle fighting? Is it?
I was terrified in this one. That's just been.
Do you focus on the victory of it, or just not getting knocked out, or getting the knockout? It's difficult to. My head works in very strange ways, and I wonder why the fuck do I do this? But do you know what it is? I want to fight. I want to meet not meet my maker in terms of I want to die, but I want to meet the man that. I want to meet the man that's there to fuck me up. And I get myself ready to be really hurt, and I'm like, you know what? No matter how dark or how grueling or how horrible this gets, I want to be in that position and I want to win, and that's what I'm looking for. Yeah,
So you see, more hunting for someone to test you, really.
Yeah,
someone to make you go to that dark place and find that. Fight that
100%. And it's hard to justify that off that last fight because you know.
But I mean, I'm always first to defend any boxer, any Thai boxer, anyone like that who fights and has maybe 3 or 4 easy fights, what you would call easy fights, when they go in there, they do a masterclass and win him, and everyone's first, but he's fighting people he knows he can beat.
I didn't know shit about that, man. I did not know anything.
I'm a big believer is that you can only fight the people that are put in front of you.
100%.
And as long as you're knocking them down, you can, because it's up to promoters and up to managers and people to get involved and fight me.
Yeah.
For you to get them big fights. So, I mean, if you go on now and you win, let's say you win your next 3 fights in a rather easy or grueling or whichever way they go, where do you see Jack the Hammer Hyde being in 5 years?
Yeah, it won't take 5 years. It won't even take that.
So okay, so where would you?
If I was to win the same 3 fights, well, no, I don't want it to be in the same fashion because you want that bit of back and forth. That's what shows who you are and whatnot. But if I win the next 2 fights in the fashion that I want to, and actually execute a decent game plan with someone who's there to dance, then I believe that will be at the BKFC by then.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And I've got reason to believe that as well.
Do you see titles? Do you see big lights, big stages?
I don't even think about the titles. I don't think about that's not what motivates me at all. It's just every fight is my first fight in my head. Every fight is my first fight. You know, but after having the 2 that I've had now under a promotion with Ashmere, his name is, and a fella called Simon Kirk. That show at the weekend was a title eliminator. Unfortunately, my opponent didn't show up and he bottled it, but we got the win anyway. So the next fight is set, I think, for the 9th of November at a place called Runcorn, which is in Liverpool, and that will be for a cruiserweight BK Sports belt.
So, it's your fight?
Yeah.
And do you know the name of the
Not a clue yet. I can't announce anything for that, but you know, the big name, I mean, this fella might well be harder than the one that I've actually got, but there's a fella who goes by the name of Liam Carlin, and if you look him up on YouTube, you'll only find him knocking people out. I can't find a loss that he's had anywhere. And we was potentially going to fight in about 4 weeks, end of October, but because of my weight and his, he says, I want to make it fair. I want to meet him at exactly the same weight, day before weighing, on a Olympus promotion, and that will be a big fight. Just because of the way that he fights, he loves being punched. He absolutely loves it.
Yeah.
Like, he's not scared to get it, and he'll just smile at you while his face pisses blood. Walk forward and try and land one of them big fucking shots, and yeah, that turns me on.
So obviously, that is fucking awesome.
It is. And,
we'll be sure to try and make that as well.
The BKFC are looking at Liam Carlin, so the fact that he's, if me and him fight maybe February next year, That's beautiful because he has got attention off the BKFC.
Yeah,
and so
they know who he
do I
is.
believe I can beat him? Absolutely. But do I believe it'll be a good fight? Yes. But then it'll say enough about me and where I'm at once I've had that fight.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really cool. Really, really cool, mate. And you should be proud of yourself for even getting your name thrown in.
Yeah, it's just things have changed so much in the last 12 months. Like I used to be, even after all the years of boxing, still quite fearful of taking risks and anything like that. Now the problem is I just can't say no, and I won't say no.
And I'm one bit, you're from York, you're born and bred here, right, in York, and York's got a good a bare knuckle history. It's got, we've got, I think, was he a 2-time world champion with Luke Atkin?
Luke Atkin.
He was...
well, that's the reason I'm doing all this. It all started with him. It all started on that first show. There was meant to be 5 York lads fight on that first York show, and he did that to give us all an opportunity. And there was about 5-6 names that got thrown at him, and not one of them stepped up. And I thought, well, there you go. Then I ain't got a fucking choice, have I? Because it just made it that much more worth it. I was like, what's there's only me? Come on, then.
Yeah. Okay, you've won before you started, haven't you?
Of course.
So, just imagine, obviously, the viewers that are watching this aren't into the fight scene at all, and maybe just starting to hear about bare knuckle fighting. Sort of try and explain to us. I know it's a hard position because you don't want to give any like maybe rituals. I know like some certain fighters have certain things they do before they go into a ring.
Yeah.
That gets them ring ready. But what sort of goes through? You maybe let's say we're maybe 3 or 4 hours before.
Are you talking about getting yourself mentally ready?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because mental health, one of the biggest topics in the world, and I think that combat sports is the best way to combat mental health. I think.
Do you know what?
Agree with George as well.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm in a funky situation at the minute because for this second fight, getting ready for it, I ain't gonna lie, I was so up and down, it was unreal. Like, I was scratching my head thinking, like, what's going on here?
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay.
But do you know what? There's a phrase that I kept using to myself. I've got a whiteboard at home, and if I ever need to remind myself who I am in my head, not like who the fuck I am, but like just to remind myself a bit of self-belief, mate. Give yourself a bit of fucking slack. Write something down, and one of the most powerful phrases that I kept using is just win the battles of today. Don't think about tomorrow, the day after that, this long journey. Don't think about the length of it. Just win the battles of today. What do you need to do today? You need to go to work. Yeah, you got to go sparring. You're going to get your fucking head punched in by some of them boys down at Legions and all these amateur champions. Just get it done. Win today.
Yeah.
And it definitely, it's worked. It's worked.
Winning the game by inches.
Yeah.
Take it an inch at a time.
Yeah.
No, I didn't think of any. When you said that,
Here we fucking go.
there was nothing gay about that.
Hey mate, you know what? I'm impressed that we've.
Do you know what? You're both done brilliant. Very professional.
15-20 minutes.
Blast on this.
15-20 minutes of recording, mate. We haven't said one joke.
Do you know? No, but this is beautiful because the amount of times we've sat and we've done some incredible episodes and we've got some right fucking responses from people. This is a real. I think this hits home a little bit.
Shout out for the boys as well, really.
Yeah.
All the welcome.
Well, I need to do a shout out for the boys, so like how I've come to even do any of this. So this is really important. So for me, there's Gaz the Wizard Watkinson. I don't know if you're familiar with him. I call him the Wizard because that's exactly what he is. The way he narrates himself, the way he's...
Don't know him personally, but I'm going to take you away
the way that he dissects everything in the fight game, like he took me by surprise massively. Very God-fearing man. He's fucking brilliant.
He's really small, is he?
He's not really small. He's
No, I'm thinking of someone
He's
else.
not small.
I'm thinking of someone else. Somebody else.
Bald fella, quite stocky.
No.
Bit shorter than me. But the team, it's Gaz the Wizard Watkinson, John the Viking James. He'll absolutely love that, but that's what he is. And then Andy Wilby, and then Luke Atkin, all them together. That's how all this has come about. So yeah.
Boom. Hashtag them all.
And they're all York. We're all York.
York lads. We're all York.
But we're joining Team Valour in Pontefract. Big team.
Yeah.
And all the boys there are BKFC. They're all fighting in the BKFC.
Yeah.
Neil Wayne, his name is. And I'm pretty sure he was one of the first men in Britain to get a UFC contract, but that was back in like 2005 or something like that.
Hell. Yes.
But yeah, the big players in the game.
Big events.
Yeah.
And it's experience as well.
Absolutely.
So, you're back in camp, are we?
No, not as of yet, no. No. Quite happily not, actually.
Yeah.
I need to be more... I am more dedicated than I ever will be, it will show, but I've had a week off, or a few days off anyway. Well deserved. You need it.
Well, I suppose you only fought like 5 days ago.
Yeah,
so, yeah. Fair enough. You can have a couple more days off, and then I think it's back into the fucking ring, mate.
100%.
So we got any predictions for the next fight? Because everyone loves it. Everyone loves a prediction, Jack.
Well, it'd be smart just to say first round knockout. That's how last 6 have gone, isn't it?
There you
So
go.
just go with that. First round knockout.
Put your money on first round knockout.
There you
Jack
go.
Hammer Hyde.
Yeah, whether it's me or him, who knows?
That's maybe not.
No, I'm only joking.
We're going to cut that bit because if you get knocked out, we're going to feel really shit about this. That was Jack the Hammer.
Well, people just spend money then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I suppose if you've got any haters out there, it'll be good fuel for them to watch you.
Try not to think about that. Try not to think about that.
I try and think like they are all watching.
Yeah, I
Everyone's
agree.
watching.
Do you reckon? Do you not find though that most of the haters are people that have got no background in fighting or bare knuckle boxing? They're just
I
cocky
literally
little
don't
bastards?
focus on any of them anymore. Like
Yeah.
I feel like that's something that definitely stopped me from, because I was going to get offered a professional boxing contract when I was about 22, 23 year old, and there were so many problems with the way that I thought people perceived me and haters and all this and that, and now I know to not waste my time or even risk my mindset by focusing on anything negative. Like I try my best to be as positive as I can. And
Well, do you think one of the biggest parts of any sort of comeback sport is mental warfare?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
Because they do say you can win a fight before you're even in the ring.
Yes,
Don't they?
well, yes. So that first fight, I literally was singing the fella's ring entrance to him, and I was looking at me in his eyes, and I thought, "You picked one of my favourite songs, you stupid boy." I'm there just singing, smiling at him, and he thought, "Oh fuck's sake!" You could see it. You could see it. He still came to win, but yeah, you feel more. You just feel you can overpower him.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Psychological warfare. I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
My ex-wife was brilliant at it.
To explain for anyone there, how was a normal fight structured? Is it like a basic 3-minute rounds and so many over?
It's 2 minute rounds. It's 2 minute rounds, but they seem to vary. The rules vary depending on where you go. Like as far as I knew, it was now 10 second. You've got 8 seconds or 8 seconds to get back up, and then obviously within them last two, they check you, make sure you're all right. Well, that last fight was 20 seconds, so it just varies on promotion, really.
What is it?
If you go to Gromda, it's called Gromda, where Luke fought.
Ukraine.
I'm pretty sure, no, Ukraine's Clan FC. I mean, that is on my bucket list.
In Gromda, you're Russian?
Gromda is Polish.
Oh, right, okay.
Gromda
Yeah, you
TV.
fucking retard.
Where Luke Atkin fought a fella called The Goat.
Yeah.
Fucking retard.
Not talking to fucking fucking nuts. Go on, carry on. Introduce it.
From the top.
Gromda, I'm pretty sure there's 3 rounds, and on the 4th round it's a fight to the fucking death. Whoever gives best, or whoever someone has to win by knockout, which is just illegal. That is illegal. It has to be.
That sounds
illegal.
amazing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'd love that.
Some of these fight bloody scenes are just like the promotions. They're absolutely mental.
It's like the Eastern Europeans seem to be just so fucking blood ready for it.
They can end up
They just
biting
fucking
everything.
eat it, don't they?
Yeah.
Because I know Luke, I've seen, obviously I got Luke on Facebook, but I've seen Luke travels over to Ukraine a couple of times, and Poland, and the fucking guys, some of the pictures of fucking guys is where you think.
They're bred to fight them boys.
Bred.
Yeah, no, they are though. It's like national service and at the boxing and everything. It's forced upon them all as children. They all just know how to fight.
Yeah.
So to go over there and get a win, that's a dream come true as well.
Yeah, to take out the people that have been scrapping from the bed.
If I got the phone call to go to Clan, I would 100% jump at it, because they're just not. They're nothing that would make you more proud. Just to be able to stand amongst them and to give it your best, it'd be beautiful.
I don't believe on saying the L word because it's very law. I believe in law of attraction too much. But obviously, if you took a loss on any of your fights, would it steer you away, or you want a path to learn? Would you be a learning and come back from it?
I'm looking forward. It's weird this, but I'm kind of looking. I'm not looking forward to my first loss, but in a weird way, I am.
Humbling.
Because I know what I'm going to give, because I know what I'm willing to give. I'm not going to have any regrets when it comes.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
There's not going to be any
You
regrets.
don't feel like you're leaving anything on the table
And
when you go out
in this bare knuckle game, that you've got just as much reason to be proud in defeat as you do a victory, depending on what it is that you give. If you give your best, then people. I think people perceive them both very close to each other with a win or a loss.
Yeah.
If you carry yourself with fucking,
Well, it says true champions are defined from how they deal with a loss, not how they deal with all the wins.
Yeah.
How they come back from that.
It's been a long time since I've lost. It has been a long time. Fair enough, I had 4 years off, which kind of makes it sound posher when I say, I've not lost in 8 years. I don't mention 4 years I had off. Even though I just did there and kind of fucked it, but it is what it
He's
is.
only had 4 months off.
Yeah.
To have 4 years off and come back winning though, there's actually
That must feel good.
I like
Well,
that.
it was 2016 was both of them defeats, and yeah.
Yeah, I was busy that year. Man.
Because otherwise you would have.
Yeah,
it would have been a
I mean,
different fight
obviously-
scene, wouldn't it? Because I was.
Who could have boxed?
No, mate. We said it the other day about doing bare knuckle, but then we had to go swimming. So
Yeah,
then
yeah.
everyone was safe. Although I did hit that kid in changing room.
Yeah, and last time I tried to box, I kicked someone and they said you can't do that, and I was like, whoa, where's the rules change?
Well, you had to leave Mackey's that day, didn't you?
What?
You had to leave Mackey's that day.
Yeah, it's a weird one, mate.
That's what happens when you try and do it on the playground, though, isn't it?
Have you seen that fighting in like cars or phone boxes?
Yes. Fucking class, innit?
Boom! What an idea!
How
What
class
a
is
fucking
that?
idea!
Have you seen the hair bale bare knuckle though? Have you
Yeah,
ever been interested
I got
in doing that?
suggested to that, and I mean, listen, that's just, it's mental. It's absolutely mental. You don't spend all them
I like
years
the phone.
boxing
Yeah.
and then just get thrown in a fucking hair bale with
Well, the
someone that's
thing
done
is-
1 hour's training and you get fucked up because you can't move. So
Yeah,
he
that's
would,
what I mean,
they'd
like,
win probably.
I'm pretty sure, and I don't want to speak out of turn, but I'm pretty sure like the most well-rounded boxers could go in there and get
Fucked up.
slapped around.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. And there's a
Yeah.
lot of juice. There's a lot of juice flowing about in this bare knuckle game. A lot of it.
What even in the game you're in
It's
at the
a
moment?
juicy game, definitely.
With the bare knuckle boxing in the hair bales, what if you've got hair fever? Is that classed as a handicap?
Definitely.
Because that's really unfair.
100%.
Oh, I'll fight you, but I've got a bit of a not like a problem. No, sorry, I don't need to look over there. No,
You
genuinely.
fucking junkie. Well, that is real. Palestine.
What would like genuinely? What would warrant you pulling out of a fight? I know they say injury and stuff, but how severe
I've
does the
already
injury have
thought
to be?
about that, and it'd have to be something would have to be broken.
Yeah.
It would have to be no sprain or no fucking nothing. I've fought poorly before.
I suppose when the adrenaline,
Fighters.
syphilis.
If he had conjunctivitis,
What I don't even know what that is. What is that?
it's an eye infection.
Yeah, that's where you get
I was
like.
out. It sounded good rolling off my tongue, but I didn't actually have a full idea
No.
what it was.
Yeah.
Like gammy eye.
It's like cum in your eye.
Full of, yeah.
Not like you don't get someone's cum in your eye. It looks like your eye's been cummed in.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that.
Like your brown and lumpy cum.
Yeah, we still
Your
haven't
brown
addressed.
lumpy cum.
We addressed it, Jack, on another podcast, so I'll fill you in, mate. But yeah, he's got brown cum.
Brown cum.
Yeah.
Can you read that from there?
You familiar with clinic?
6-hour flight to Australia.
Fight. So I just didn't know if you had a version of asking him about if he knows much about the longest fight recorded in bare knuckle boxing was a 6-hour 15-minute fight, was it?
Was it 215 rounds or something like that?
Yeah, it was in
Fuck.
Australia.
Yeah.
Who could
but
be that?
that's-
No,
that
who
one's
could
not
be
a
that?
rich camera belter, so
It's
that's
fucking
like, you
crackers,
know.
isn't it?
No wonder the bottom.
Like they're not punching with hands no more. You're onto stumps there. You're onto
6
stumps
hours
there.
and 15 minutes of scrapping.
Your hands would
Yeah.
look like black
Tell you
pudding,
what,
wouldn't
how
they?
How long, and when was this? When
Someone's
was
getting
this?
amputated. there.
When was this? How far back in history are we going for a 6-hour bout? Because I hadn't heard of that recently.
I've definitely heard something about
Full silence.
that. I can't smell this one.
1855.
1855. Who was it?
See what I mean? We're all bitches now, aren't we? Look at me boasting about this shit.
James Kelly.
You should
and
do.
Jonathan Smith.
Fucking hell.
James Kelly, Jonathan Smith. Yeah, it's
Set of oils.
Smith gave up.
Ha, little bitch.
Oh, what only after 6 hours? What a pussy!
Yeah,
What a
yeah.
pussy!
Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
I'll breaks between rounds, man.
You go to come spar with Stafford, mate. I'll throw you a proper fight.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get Jack down to that one you're doing Selby.
What's that then? Oh, the training?
Boxing.
I would definitely.
Yeah.
That's the best thing about me is like people say, what gym do you train at? I'm all over it, Sean.
Well, is that-
I like to. I want to be called and I want to be recognised as a product of York fighting.
Yeah,
I want to
well-
go to Legions. I want to go to Chalk D. Come to Selby. Anywhere.
Yeah,
Anywhere.
we should definitely come down because we've actually got a couple of lads in camp that are fighting soon.
Yeah.
And it'd be good to give him some good sparring. And you're a big, you're a biggish lad. And he's a big lad, so it'd be
Yeah.
nice. And I think you both got like a fucking house on fire. To be
What,
fair,
what, what's he weighing in at then?
He's about
Just
85.
fought at 87, he's going for 83 next.
And what's his fighting record? What's he done?
2-0 like you.
2 like okay.
Let's set it up.
First
Well,
round
I said-
knockouts. Two
Oh.
first round knockouts, yeah.
2 first round knockouts.
No, that last one was the third round knockout.
Oh, was it? Oh, sorry, my apologies.
So yeah,
Yeah,
the
sorry.
first round knockout.
False news.
A third
False
round
news.
knockout that it's.
He was robbed
saved
of
by
a
the
knockout,
bell,
mate. He
robbed
was
of a knockout.
fucking robbed of a knockout. The lad was on his fucking back on the canvas when the
Clapped
bell
him.
rang,
Yeah.
but they say it went to points. because there was a £250 knockout payout on the night,
shit.
and no one had been knocked out, and he was, what was his second to last fight or third to last fight?
Yeah, I think third to last.
No one got knocked out and had to pay anyone out, but he was the only one with the opponent flat on his fucking back.
Oh, they still counted him up.
They did him an 8 count, and they went ding 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 for the end of the third
round,
and it did a decision.
It was sleep on canvas though.
So he was out?
Yeah.
Well, no, hang on a minute. If you're out, you can't ding 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 it. You have to get back up within that time period.
You knocked him down on Claxon as well.
When do you ever? So you can't get saved by the bell.
Yeah.
Well,
And I'll tell you what,
you can't even unlicensed.
Unless you're Anthony Joshua in that fucking last round of Usyk where you're worth too much money or whatever it was, 'cause that was a little crock of shit.
Yeah, I tried to be honest, mate. It was fucking hard round that. You ever tried fucking fighting a juiced up fucking Ukrainian, mate? They're nuts.
Yeah.
They've been fighting since they were kids. Oh. Is there anything else? Don't worry about the mud. Anything else you think you've missed out, or anything else you want to get in there?
I suppose there was a few bits, but I don't want to get too far into them. I don't know if it's.
Could always do another episode at some point.
Well, it's like the whole
Maybe
reason.
after your next
do
victory.
you know why I'm doing all this? The whole reason I'm doing all this, right, is because it was about between 10 and 12 months ago, and this will be a bit of a bombshell for some people that think they know me. But I got down on my knees and I prayed for another opportunity at this game of life. That was it. And I got on my knees and I prayed with a genuine belief that I was praying to someone, because whoever this someone was, it was some. Oh no, I can't mention that.
You can go on.
It was to do with not seeing my daughter. A few years ago, I didn't see my daughter for about 11 weeks and 3 days due to lockdowns and stuff like that. And I was in a bit of a struggle. And I got on my knees and I prayed. And the next day, my daughter had drove past. Not her, obviously she was too small. Don't know why I needed to confirm that. She didn't drive it.
This is your fucking buggers now.
Yeah, oh, you little bastard.
Bloody hell.
You little shit, get here. And then I saw her the next day and I thought, what's going on here? And it, and then I've ignored it for a few years. And then I was there, 17 plus stone. And I got on my knees on my bed and I just said, listen, if you give me another shot, just show me the doors and I will do the work. And then what was it, about 6 months after that, I headlined the first ever bare knuckle show in York, and it's like, in my head, I'm not even telling anyone about this shit right now, but I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? It's all getting a bit crazy, this. Everything's being delivered as it is. And so that kind of, I don't fear things the same way that I did, because I believe I've been given this. I genuinely believe I've been given this path, and I will continue to walk it until someone shows me otherwise.
And I'm telling you something now, mate. With a mentality like that, you will, because half of it's all in your head. I do truly believe that. I believe you are the law of attraction, and you will dream it into reality.
That's why I can't say no. I just can't say no, because if there's an opportunity that's come, it's because it's come. It's fair. It's yeah. There you go. I'll keep answering these calls. I'll keep saying yes. That's just the way I see it.
Beautiful.
First round knockout next month.
I do think that's a bit of a bombshell for some people that do think they know me though. Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful, mate, though.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
You know what it is, mate? It's organic and it's the truth. And you can
It is
tell
the
it's
truth.
the truth.
It is the
And you
truth.
know what? So many people hide behind, oh, well, I had this sign, I had a fucking dream and all this bollocks. And sometimes it takes you to being in a place where you're like, I can't carry on like this, and something's got to
Yeah.
You just need that general
It's
mentality
easy
in life.
to find a light when you're in a dark tunnel.
Yeah.
You need that mafia mentality.
Yes!
Mentality.
You want me to pick it up and I will look out the window and say that.
Mic drop.
Oh, I love it.
Definitely was a mic drop that. We should have all walked out at the same time.
Should do it again and one of
Yeah,
you got
fucking
some
cigar.
tape on.
Who's got cigar?
We need some fucking chess pieces.
Yeah.
What the fucking colour's your Bugatti, you motherfucker?
It's the first time we put it in the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it fucking is. It is.
Fair play.
But that was Jack the Hammer Hyde.
To be fair, before you stop recording that, I think we've been playing with Jack's game a lot, and he should play your two's game for at least another 10 minutes.
Oh, here we go.
Whoa. Okay.
Well, I just think, a bit of what you two do more naturally on the podcast, let Jack join in with a bit.
Well, you talk about molesting dogs and shit.
Hey, if you want to go for it,
Not
mate,
really.
if that's
Yeah,
what you're
not
into,
mine.
mate.
I'll be honest.
We say whatever comes to your mind.
Yes.
It's up to you.
Well, I've already said it now. Okay, what?
Give me the microphone then.
Oh, God.
Go on, you may as well.
I'll try and play a ball with this. I'll try and play a ball.
What did you say about saying yes?
Yes, sir.
Take your shoes off.
Do you want to start off and play that superpower sidekick? Superpower.
Well, I was going to say,
side
why don't we do some random ass questions? Because now if we can be a bit more
yeah.
ourselves.
Go for it.
All right then. Could you hit a disabled kid? What if it was like someone over the age of 18, so it wasn't child abuse, say they had like Harvey Price strength, and then you were put in a ring with them, could you hit him?
Yeah.
Harvey
Yeah.
Price? He didn't fucking hesitate!
Nah, no.
Knock that
I
smacker
saw
out!
that fire, I saw it, fuck yeah!
Alright, okay. Personally, right, no offence, Jack, I'm sure you're a phenomenal fighter and I can't wait to see you fight again. I don't know about Harvey Price, mate. That cunt's a fucking... I reckon he could knock a fucking building down. That
Isn't it weird? We spoke...
You know what? It's probably hard as fuck.
Exactly.
He is hard as fuck.
You're alright fighting Harvey Price as long as you...
And do you know what it is? It's easier to fight someone who's trained because they're predictable, because they're playing the same game. But when Harvey Price, let's be honest, you can't predict what he's going to do.
The ankles first.
He is, yeah,
I think if you stand in front of him, you're alright, because he's got them mortgage eyes, hasn't he? One fixed, others variable.
That was fucking good. I like that.
Shit.
I like that. Where was that when Luke Bennett were on? Where was that when Luke Bennett were on? Oh. Go on, give him another question.
I feel like all of this God's good luck that's been given to me is definitely leaving me after this podcast, I'll be honest.
Just embrace it. This is it's on the up, trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with bringing a little bit of fucking laughter to some people's ears in a world full of snowflakes.
True story. True that. To be fair, true
I
that.
think you should just keep that in your hands, mate. That is clearly yours now.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you ever stole out?
Do you know what? It's been years. It's been years, and it was like a little fucking jewel that used to hang in me teacher's classroom. It was in like year 4. I felt horrendous for it, hence why I can still remember it now. Never been my thing, that stealing shit.
No?
I did get done for handling stolen goods, but I never stole them.
Okay, yeah.
It was a ped that I bought for a £5 to ride home blathered from Bell Farm.
Fuck yeah, you need to give me that contact.
Yeah. And then I took it. Yeah. I never stole it though, so I didn't feel bad.
You, John, have you ever stolen anything?
Just the hearts of the nation.
Yeah.
That was a mic drop moment as well.
That was beautiful.
We'll get Charlie to put some claps on
That's it,
top of that.
Yeah.
Plus I used to go in people's bags at school.
Yeah.
Well, apart from that, nothing really. No.
I don't really believe it's stealing when I think every content I'm in,
No, that's very
vicinity
true.
of is
Exactly.
mine.
And if
I own the room.
If your mate invites you over for a sleepover, you can take his stuff.
Yeah.
You
Like a
can.
hotel.
Do you know what? I've had a friend like that before.
Like his granddad's inhaler.
No, well.
Take his grandmother's
I've had clothes showed
ashes.
before.
Knickers. Ashes.
Can you imagine nicking your mate's relative's ashes?
That's fucking horrendous.
Insane.
Do you know someone that's done that?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. The night is still young though, Jack. If things get a bit leery though, mate, I may need your help.
To the crematorium!
Jack, keep watching.
That's something that requires drugs, I think. What sort of what sort of drug are you on to take someone's ashes?
Well, I actually, I had
Oxygen.
some blood drugs one night and sniffed my mate's dad's ashes.
You did as well, didn't you?
Yeah. They're all true stories that come out of me.
Wow.
You snorted someone's dead
Like a
man's
little-
ashes.
It doesn't matter the amount.
Oh, sorry, it was only a key's
wrapped up
worth.
like a DVD.
So he can be with you forever.
You snorted
What
the dead.
DVD was it on?
Yeah, and it just like
Die Hard.
Yeah.
Die Hard! Schindler's List.
In and out and in again.
I don't know if that'll go in, will it?
Fucking should.
It's similar to
Is it Schindler's Fist?
I have not.
decent film.
See if there's a shower scene in that one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, these old fucking 1945 films are very erotic, aren't
Oh,
they?
yeah.
Shower scenes.
Lots of kids, you
You're
say.
not Jewish, are you, Jack?
Not as of yet.
Well, you'd have been safer.
Won't mind getting rid of foreskin.
Ooh.
You
Yeah.
don't have to be Jewish to do that.
No, you don't.
Point.
No. Yeah, I'm thinking about
Yeah,
it.
I've got a mate that doesn't have a
thinking about
foreskin.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
Why
I
not?
wish.
Can I say my brother Carl don't have a foreskin? It's kind of.
Yeah, well, you've just
You
done
just
it.
did.
Sorry, Kyle.
And he has a smiley face on his bell end as well.
So
He
you
doesn't
know
get it
the
out.
trick that boys used to, we've spoken about on the podcast before,
Yes.
that used to grab the end of your, you ever used to do it, you grab the end of your knob and then piss and it fill up like a balloon and you can let go and it spray everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah!
Well, I've done that before, yeah.
So my mate had
I've done
that
that.
problem anyway. It would just happen like that.
Oh,
He
it
couldn't,
would like-
Oh,
he
shit.
had the skin cut off.
Grab it.
Yeah.
What, so it was balloon before piss every time.
Yeah, he used to have like this tiny little hole, only piss would come out of it.
Did it look like a bullfrog's neck?
Yeah, it tasted weird as well.
So you get to try it open.
Yeah, well, that's it. We've got to suck the venom out. Sorry.
Took it twice to make sure.
Indiana Jones does that.
We'll make it look good, Jack. Don't worry. This is just for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
What have I done? What have I done? My career's just starting.
So, can we do that thing where Jordan names a superpower and Jack names a side effect?
Oh.
Yes, it's a funny one. We had a lot of
Have you seen
fun.
that game on the internet before?
Never.
So,
The beauty of it is I've never heard of it, so it'll probably be.
yeah. So, basically, if Jordan names a superpower that he'd like to have, you name whatever side effect comes with that.
Side effect? Is it a negative side effect?
It could be whatever
you
side
want, but
effects
it's
you
for
want it
that
to be.
superpower
Right,
to
let me
work.
try and figure this out. It
That
might be
side
shit,
effect
might
will
not
take-
be. Let's have a
I
go.
think the beautiful thing is that it comes straight off the tongue.
Oh, fucking hell, okay.
So it's got to be something you jump to straight away. So
Whatever's
Jordan,
at the top of your brain,
Right.
Jordan mentions the superpower.
Oh, shit, and I'll go on
so
then.
Jordan, what is your superpower?
My superpower is being able to understand all languages. But Jack, what is the side effect of that?
Oh, fucking hell. Side effects of understanding other languages.
Yep.
That's fucking hell, that was a big one. Why did you do that? Yeah. Can you fire one out for that?
You can only understand them if it's a Chinese voice in your head.
That's not too bad. That's why I didn't say anything.
I think
Hello,
the
Mr.
side
Sparrow.
effect- You can understand every language, but you're deaf.
Yeah.
Oh, you get an erection every time you
No.
understand the language.
Yeah, fucking hell.
The fuck is you in a wreck?
Start again. Fire another one. Fire another one.
Would
Question.
you let Josh give the
Superpower.
superpower?
So my superpower would be to levitate anywhere I want.
Levitate. I'm shit for this one, boys, I'll be honest. Levitate. I can't think of a shit side effect. That's
Tell you what,
minimum.
no.
You're
I'll
not
tell you what,
allowed to levitate naked.
pick a superpower, Jack.
Pick a superpower. Right, okay. I can fly. There you go.
Only fly while looking at an altar boy naked.
Sound.
Do you want that superpower?
Never gonna use it. I'll be honest.
I'll take that superpower.
I'm signing up to altar.
You can't catch me.
I've not even been to church yet. I've not got a fucking chance now, have I?
Shit, gee, hide that. What
Sorry.
the fuck? Gee, was sorry. He didn't mean it.
Don't worry, a lot of this might not even go in genuinely, so don't worry.
Jordan,
Yeah,
Yes.
just for fun.
my superpower is I can create baby oil with the tips of my hands.
Alright, did he?
Did it?
But did it?
The side effect is you're Justin Bieber.
Baby, baby, baby. Ooh.
Jack, could you knock out P Diddy?
Could I knock him out? Absolutely.
Boom, there we go. It's not because he's black either.
Here's a question.
No, no,
right?
oh, nothing to do with that.
Nothing to do with
Nothing
that.
to do with
Told
that.
you, mate.
You
No, I
reckon?
did actually have that written down. Nothing to do with the fella is black. It's on page 4.
Charlie, don't put that in.
Why? It's nothing to do with his being black.
Okay.
Brilliant.
I don't even know why I've mentioned so many times that you were black.
Is Diddy black?
I only said it once.
I
This
didn't-
is, look,
I
there's
didn't-
another black word. That's
I didn't-
disgusting.
I don't see colour.
What is a black word?
Oh,
And
it's something that should be
he's not
repeated,
black, he's
that's
brown.
all.
Brown.
Cracker's a black word.
See, you could say like Wesley Snipes is black, innit?
Kool-Aid.
I love Wesley Snipes.
He's
I think Wesley Snipes is his own category.
Did you not see him in the new Deadpool though? He looks like a shadow of his former self.
Wesley
Yeah,
Snipes
yeah.
is in the new Deadpool.
He looks like...
Spoiler.
Spoiler!
I didn't even know that.
What? He's Blade.
Is he?
Yeah.
Blade in the new... That's me.
Mate, honestly, but it looks like
Wesley
Blade
Snipes
has
always
cancer.
played.
It does. It looks like Blade's skeleton.
I absolutely loved the Blade films.
I loved it
Absolutely
growing up.
them.
I thought they were fucking incredible.
I
Yeah.
thought it was a bit harsher than vampires, but yeah, it was pretty decent.
Well, in fact, no. What is your? This might be a bit boring. I'm sorry, lads, but I'll have to ask you. What's your favouriteest film of the '90s?
Fight Club.
Fight Club. Go on.
Oh!
Straight away. Fight Club.
Go on.
Toy Story.
'94.
Bomb.
Fucking Toy
Hang on a minute. That's not '94.
You know,
Nah,
Toy
first-
Story.
nah, first one.
Toy Story.
Yeah, it is pretty big. That for me, The Crow, Brandon Lee.
Oh,
100%.
he takes it home as a winner there.
Honestly, the sound.
I've
I
got a
trained to
medal
the
around here
soundtrack of that
somewhere
film.
for you.
I love it
Get
that
him a
much.
medal. Get him a medal, because that wins.
But they've actually just remade. They've made a new The Crow.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think I can bring myself to watch it. I've got too much respect for the first one.
5 though, all the time.
Nah, I can't watch any of them. Same as
Stairway to Heaven, which was pretty good, but it wasn't Brandon Lee's. But Brandon Lee died, didn't he?
He did.
When filming.
God rest his
Oh,
soul.
what were we on about? Terminator. Terminator.
yeah.
Would have to be Terminator 2.
Definitely Terminator 2. Yeah. Yeah, I love Danny.
Because
I'd be back. No,
my all-time favourite film, which also came out in 1994, is Pulp Fiction,
Oh.
Okay.
and that is my favourite film.
No, you see, I've not seen it.
This is a nice variety. I like this.
I made the kids.
I only
James
just understood the
Bond's
Kill Bills just recently. I watched them as a kid and I didn't even
yeah,
get it. And then I watched it back and I was like, this is
I'm actually
fucking
glad I met someone else who did. I fucking didn't get it all.
No.
Yeah, well, it's Quentin Tarantino.
No, but then
Fitbird just fucking people up.
Slicing them up.
What is there to get?
Yeah,
Well, they play it in the
Who
wrong
the
order.
fuck is Bill?
Yeah.
I don't know, but he's going to be killed.
Later we take.
Isn't he the guy that organised her getting shot at a wedding?
Yeah. Yeah.
So she went on a revenge.
But they start the films back to front, don't they?
Yeah.
So like, obviously when you're there at 12 year olds
Only
watching people
seen
getting
one of
slashed up, you don't
But
really
she
care
didn't
what happened.
die.
No, she didn't die.
So, in a not dying, she didn't get married.
The 5-finger punch.
Yeah, I think the husband
The
died.
5 fingers of
And
death.
all the guests. Yeah.
The 5 finger of death.
So,
Pops her
technically
out.
did her a favour.
But
You
this,
need to stop smoking that.
can I just say, this is the one thing that really
Yeah.
blows my mind, not to sort of change subject. Has anyone seen the film Silent Hill?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, the concept is of it, they die at the beginning, go to Silent Hill, and if you've seen it by the end, he goes in the house and they're not there and they're obviously in the afterlife and shit like this. So technically if that happened, nothing in the film actually fucking happened and it was all just a fucking lie.
Yeah, I was shit
Just a
dream.
fuck from start to finish.
This is
wasn't
it! By the time I'd finished watching it, I was just like, nothing happened in that film. Nothing happened. Apart from a woman and a kid died in a car.
Right, it's getting warm.
It's getting warm.
Do you agree with or could you fight a trans fighter?
Oh, you know what? Great question.
Well, what a
Great
trigger-
question.
What a trigger question.
I'd love to get one of them men that think there are women and they're punching fuck out of all these birds on Olympics. I would love to punch its cunt in.
Well done.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. Love that.
Boots
You know what?
straight
Very
in
well.
flew.
The amount of times we've said shit like that and the amount of shit you get
They're
from it, but I admit,
absolute wrong-uns. Absolute wrong-uns.
But we spoke about this on one of the last podcasts. If transgender boxing, it was boxing that we went on about, if it's really that fair, why can't I bet on it? Because there's no bets, there is no bets allowed at all.
Some of the girls that have dedicated their entire life, and I remember it was like an Italian girl, and like her father had just passed, and it was his dying wish for her to win the Olympics, and she was set to win them. And then that geezer came in and punched fuck out of her, and she said, I had to give up. I was worried for my life.
Fuck.
It was hitting that hard. I was worried for my life, and
That's crazy. That.
safe to say it needs cracking. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that might be a strange one to slip into a podcast.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm all for, like, when the women just come down to spar with you and they're like, oh, I could hit you, and they're hitting you full on, and you're just like, mate, put a gum shield in, because I'm going to fuck you up.
Yeah.